Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the third episode of the Core Chronicles #8 RWA series, where we turn real-world assets into digital legends faster than Derek can Google, well, what's a blockchain again? I'm Orchid Loubser, CEO of CoDeTech and the co-founder of the Core blockchain. And today, we're talking about Ping Exchange, the Digital Commodity Exchange, built on the Core blockchain. Now, Ping is where verified tokenized commodities like metals, agri-bulk, or energy can go and live their best lives. It's fully compliant, CorePass verified, and unapologetically awesome. Think of it as Bloomberg terminal of tokenization, but without the ugly green screen and the questionable lunch habits of the traders. But let's get real. Ping is not your average exchange. This is compliance first, end-to-end digital commodity trading, where everything from issuance, listing, trading, settlement, redemption, and auditing happens in one place, aka the launchpad of launchpads. Issuers come in, tokenize real inventory using our CBC20 standard on the Core blockchain, and list it directly on the Ping Commodities Exchange. Investors come in with the verified CorePass identities, KYC, KYB, KYT, the whole alphabet soup, and start trading like pros, but without the usual regulatory migraines. Ping's order book handles everything. Spot, forwards, RFQs, OTCs, auctions, all wrapped in CorePass compliance. You can even redeem your tokens for the physical commodity. Metals, grain, sugar, fuel, you name it. And we coordinate the delivery right back from the vault or even the warehouse. It's like taking a traditional commodity exchange, giving it a bit of therapy, sprinkle of blockchain, and a complete compliance makeover. Now, here's what makes Ping sexy. And yes, I just called the platform sexy. Deal with it, Derek. Ping isn't playing at tokenization. It's built-in compliance at every step. CorePass handles the digital identity and jurisdiction checks. We're talking real-time investor classification, sanction screening, geofencing, the whole spiel or even deal as we like to refer to it. Ping's smart contracts on the Core blockchain enforce all the policies automatically. No human intervention. No, oops, we forgot to whitelist that jurisdiction. No. Every certificate, every warehouse receipt, assay, and insurance document gets hashed on-chain with a digital product passport, the DPP. So you can literally trace your copper bar from the mine right through to the market. So yes, Derek, it's traceable. And no, you can't use it to track your missing lunch sandwich from the office fridge. So, let's have a look at what's under the hood, and let's geek out just a little. Ping supports the Core blockchain as its integrated settlement layer. Core blockchain is basically like the high assurance layer 1 that secures all fund flows, whether in or out. And that can be done within 42 seconds with a full verification. And it's got some serious cryptographic muscle behind it. Every transaction is locked in with the Core blockchain's ED448 signature scheme, which is linked to the CorePass digital identity, making it fast, secure, and built for real-world trading. This is not hype. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Every trade on Ping is matched and settled by real, verified individuals. No bots, no market makers, no backroom algorithms doing shady things at midnight. Just clean, transparent markets, exactly how tokenized commodities should be. We're talking delivery versus payment, DVP, or T plus 0, or T plus N settlement, and custody syncs that actually make accountants smile, which, let's be honest, is a rare sight. CBC20 tokens represent real commodity units, ounces, tons, barrels, even bushels. They're fungible, traceable, and even auditable. Every transaction is logged, immutable. Every rule is enforced automatically, and every redemption burns the token when the physical good changes hands. That's right. No ghost assets, no fake barrels of oil. No fake Derek's, let's say, virtual coffee fund. Now, let's run you through the full Ping lifecycle. First and foremost, issuer onboarding. You verify via CorePass KYB. Link your custodian or warehouse, upload your assay and receipts, all encrypted, all hashed, on-chain. Then we go to the instrument creation. You define your CBC20 token. Name, supply, terms, compliance policies, investor classes. The works, basically. Then we get to the primary listing. You set your offered terms, whitelist investors, and you open subscriptions, or you can run an auction. Then we get to secondary trading. Tokens go live on the Ping order book. RFQ system or auction venue. Market data streams in real time. Surveillance monitors the trades. And compliance stays glued to every move. Then we get onto the settlement and redemption. Trades settle instantly, DVP style. Holders can redeem tokens for the underlying physical commodity. The warehouse or vault confirms release. Tokens are burned. And your DPP, remember that, the digital product passport? That gets updated instantaneously. It's basically tokenization with a heartbeat. Real, regulated, and ready. Now we get to the integrity, the compliance, and the risk. So let's talk about the fund police, the compliance, as we like to refer to them. So, Ping runs real-time surveillance for spoofing, layering, wash trades. Basically, all those Wall Street party tricks. We've got position limits, fat finger checks, and risk alerts that make regulators nod approvingly. We also handle post-trade reviews, case management, suspicious activity reporting, which include KYT. KYT, by the way, know your transaction. Basically, everything needed to make regulators sleep better at night. And if Derek's watching and thinking, that sounds a bit intense, well, Derek, it's because this one's built for the real economy, not your meme coin side hustle nonsense. This is real, people. And we have real world use cases. Ping isn't theoretical. It's already designed for metals, agri-bulk, energy, carbon offsets, and even industrial supply chain inputs. You want a few examples? I can give you examples. A refinery lists precious metals and semi-precious metals. Every bar with an assay and a DPP. Investors buy, trade, or redeem it for physical delivery. A grain supplier, which lists Pullman sugar or cornstarch lots, anything basically. tokenized, tracked, and traded through RFQ or auction. An energy firm issues renewable certificates or even offsets. Fractional, verifiable, and fully auditable, whether compliant or whether compulsory or voluntary. And if Derek asks whether he can tokenize his strategic naps as an energy offset, no, Derek, naps are not a renewable resource. So, with all that said, what's Ping Exchange DCE, Digital Commodities Exchange? In short, it's where real commodities meet digital markets. Built on the core blockchain, powered by CorePass, and verified down to the last ton, ounce, or even grain. Issuance, trading, settlement, redemption, audit, all in one venue. No fiction, no fluff, just blockchain doing what it was always meant to do. Make real-world markets faster, cleaner, and more transparent. So, buckle up. The digital commodity revolution isn't coming. It's here. And it's pinging loud and clear. And Derek, please stop asking if you can short sugar. It's not that kind of show, buddy. All right. Enough with the storytelling and Derek proofing. Let's roll up our digital sleeves and dive into the platform itself. Because if the proof is in the pudding, this one's layered, audited, and served on chain. Right, let's get into it. Right, so this is probably a familiar sight for many of you that are using the exchange, with a few little changes that we have implemented. Firstly, you will see there's a little button here which is called Commodities, which we'll get into right now, which is why this video is being recorded. But you can also see here are a few extra markets. Now, we're going to hit this button and voila, we've swapped and flipped and whatever you want to call it into the exchange. You can see that I'm logged in on the testnet on the AB network, so the Devon network. And first off, this is the Commodities Exchange. And it is a white labeled solution also, just by the way, so people do know about this. There's multiple things here, actually. There's the simple trading, there's the advanced trading, there's the portfolio, there's the buy and sell. And let's go to the portfolio. So here you can see I've got multiple assets. There's also USDX, something that we need to talk about in any case, which is the stable token, which will be later featured in this RWA series. Very, very, very excited to show you this platform and to discuss a little bit about our USDX, our stable token. Have USDC, we've got RWA, we've got PNFT, ANFT. Now, I'm going to show you off the bat, straightforward, what actually differentiates us. And I'm going to do that over here when I select ANFT. Now, first, I'll just show you the difference. Here, you can select the network. Okay, so we're selecting Pullman Sugar, or let's say we select USDC. You can see there's only two fields. So you can put in an amount, and you can select the network, and of course, you put your address in. But here, when you select ANFT, there's token ID, there's the network, and there's the beneficiary. And what this token ID means, and this is where the differentiator comes in. Basically, our exchange and our tokenizer and everything that we've put together. Now, when you tokenize a commodity, or let's say a batch of commodity, so let's take the sugar, for example. So the sugar you can tokenize as holistic batch, and you can say, okay, right, we have 130 metric tons of that, and we're going to do 1 token, 1 ton. And you can tokenize it just like that and say, okay, right, well, you own one piece of this, but you can't really pinpoint exactly, well, those grains or that little piece or that is mine. Or can you? And that's exactly what this is doing. So you see here is the token ID. Now, the token ID allows us to go in and when you actually want to ship sugar, you can put it or you can package it into 1 ton bags. And then you can put it as the consignment into the ship and the freight can leave. Now, the interesting part is we can actually put a token and link that either with NFC, QR code, even a stamp, a barcode, whatever you want. We can actually link that product or link that one bag or that item that you want to say, this is the exact item. There can be 1,000 of them. But you can now say, you've bought this ID, which is that exact bag or that exact consignment or that exact piece or whatever. So you can define that now. And then you can actually take this and you can send this into, just by the way, something very cool, the CorePass update that's coming in. Now, the CorePass update is actually allowing us to put the RWA wallets in there, which has also got the CBC20 section, which is the commodity section. So you can hold these tokens now also in your CorePass itself, which you can withdraw from the exchange. Now, here on this particular section, you can only send one token at a time because you're actually transferring the entire rights to your wallet or to another wallet, which is the holding wallet, which is defining it in the DPP. So let's get into the trading side of things. Now, when we go into simple trading, here you have some of the smart contracts which we've listed. I'll just show you. Here's on the Devon network, there's the contract RWA ping test, which is the RWA ping. And we also have, for example, the contract ping NFT, PNFT. So this is just to show you there's PNFT. And here you can see, like on that smart contract, we didn't have any documents or anything of the sort. So, of course, it's just going to tell you NA. But you can see the asset information, the supply, the shipment information, the lab results, the trading information, and, of course, the address on the blockchain itself. Now, this is where you can do quick trades. You can, quickly buy it or sell it and these types of things. You can also select here you can see you can actually select multiple tokens and you can go and trade these tokens in a batch, which you can select multiple of them. Then we can go to the people that want to do a bit more advanced trading, which is like in the normal market where you can, of course, we can select ANFT or we can do PNFT. We are currently on PNFT. Let's go ANFT. There you can see there's 4 available. I will sell some of the NFTs. So I can now go and select, I'm going to sell 2 of them. And I'm going to say sell the NFT and the order was placed. 2 has been sold and there's a new person that's now owning them in their wallet with the trades that's taken place. So there you can see 7 was traded and it's exactly the same as what, normal exchange or the normal ping exchange is working, except this is now with commodities itself where you can even trade the individual bags, the individual elements and all these kinds of things. And basically, this allows this part of the exchange, this allows us to open up markets in any industry. And that is what is the real differentiator. That is the most important thing that I can actually emphasize to you that our exchange can do. There's no other platform that can do this. And this opens up a vast amount of things that we can actually do. So from the core tokenizer, once you have actually tokenized your item with no code or whatsoever, and if you haven't seen it, go back to the previous video and go and have a look at the core tokenizer, the core token smart contract platform. There you tokenize everything. You can then fractionalize it, decide how you want to do it, whether it's for consignment, not consignment, whether it is for, or not consignment, whether it's for delivery or not delivery, whether it's just document trading, however you want to do it. And then you come and list it here in the open market where it can be traded, auctioned, however you want to do this. And that's basically it. So let's move back to the next part. And there you have it. Ping, not a concept, not a prototype, but a fully built, tested, and compliance-hardened exchange platform that's about to reshape how the world trades real-world assets. The infrastructure's done, the contracts are audited, the DPPs are humming. All we're waiting on now, verified KYB onboarding via CorePass, before we actually open these gates. So if you're an issuer, a market maker, or a trader who knows their copper from their corn, consider this your pre-boarding announcement. While others are still theorizing about what tokenization could be, we're sitting on a launch pad. Assets digitized, compliance wired in, core blockchain under the hood, and a global runway just waiting for liftoff. So, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button like it's the limit order. Tap the bell icon like it's your warehouse release signal. And if you've got questions, unless your name's Derek, drop them in the comments. And Derek, no, you still can't tokenize your energy collection. Not unless you pass your KYB. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for building. And remember, the future isn't coming. It's already minted.